Morning. I'm going to go through the homework solutions of the two questions on quadratics and their roots that you had on Friday's homework. Now I know that parts of this topic, especially the whole real, equal, distinct and imaginary roots, can be a little bit difficult. So if there was any questions on Thursday's homework, even after watching the video, if there's some stuff that you still don't understand, please know that you can ask questions, okay? Right, so let's go and look at the first question from Friday's homework. It's question 6, and you were asked to solve 2x squared minus root 3x minus 3 equal to 0. So a question like this can't be solved by factorizing because one of our coefficients is an irrational number. So we have to use the minus b formula. X equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, the coefficients are numbers. A is 2, b is minus the square root of 3, and c is minus 3. So when I fill into the minus b formula, I get x equals minus a minus 3, or minus a minus root 3, so it's a plus root 3, plus or minus the square root of minus root 3 all squared, which hopefully you could see that the minus is going to go away and the square root is going to go away. That's just going to be 3, minus 4 by 2 by a minus 3 all over 2a. So again, as we usually do, we're going to put the square root of the discriminant into our calculator. So we'll get, line this up. So we'll get the square root bracket minus root 3. If you know how these work, you can actually skip some of these steps, or just write down 3 here or type in 3 here. But if you think you're likely to make a mistake, type it in exactly as you've written it down, and we get 3 root 3, 3 root 3. So this then becomes, so this whole square root sign here, you get 27 underneath the square root, and that is 3 times the square root of 3. So x is root 3 plus or minus 3 root 3, 3 root 3 all over 4, and we'll type into our calculator. We're going to leave our answer in surd form. Did they give a, they didn't say which way they wanted, but we're going to leave this one in surd form. So the first one will have root 3 plus root 3 over 4. Let's just type it into the calculator and let it do the simplifying for us. So we'll have fraction button, square root of 3 plus 3 times the square root of 3 all over 4, and we'll get the square root of 3. How did I know that? Because 1 root 3 plus 3 root 3 is 4 root 3. So if you want to, you can do these without a calculator. I'm just showing you how the calculator can help us not make mistakes with it, and we're not going to lose any marks unless they asked you to do it without a calculator. So that the second one then is minus root 3 over 2. So x is minus root 3 over 2. And that's it, that's the full answer. Right then, for the second question that you had for homework, we had the graph from question 7, and I'm just going to look at the one, I'm just going to do a quick sketch of it. So 1, 2, 3, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. I'm just copying the graph that you had, and I'm doing a very quick sketch of it. We had a quadratic graph like this, going through the y-axis at 3, and written next to it was h of x equals x squared plus 3x plus 3. And we were asked to explain, my graph is not the best, but you have it in your book, of course. We were asked to explain, using the graph, why this has no real solutions. So h of x has no real solutions. It does have imaginary solutions. no real solutions because it never intersects the x-axis. And that's it, because the points where a quadratic graph intersects the x-axis are called its roots, and the roots are the solutions to the quadratic equation, the function equal to 0. So that never happens, which means there are no real solutions. So we keep saying no real solutions. We haven't done imaginary numbers yet, but we will be doing them. And so it never crosses the x-axis, it never intersects the x-axis, and it has no real solutions. Okay, we're going to move on from quadratic equations and the different kinds of roots it can have at the moment. We will be coming back to this topic again when we're doing functions. So that's the thing with all the algebra that we're doing. We're sort of introducing it this year, but we'll be going into it in more depth in 5th year and 6th year when we do the topics that use it. So algebra is like a screwdriver. It's a tool for helping us solve certain problems. And at the moment, we're learning how to do different algebraic techniques. And later, we'll be learning how to apply it to problem solving. Okay, thank you.